These two teams made their way out of the lead in this place as the 49ers get ready to do battle. And it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ends here on first down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. This defense for the Niners, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And now off to the races, down the right side, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Lance now to throw. He finds his man. Completes well upfield across the 45. A big play there on the catch and run.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a first and 10. Here's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. These two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On play action, Lance rolling to his left. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll complete. And the 49ers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. Did that, but he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now we got first and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
Eluding the press, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
But give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley, and the 49ers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Lance. That's swung out to Mostert. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
19 more yards.
Lance now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play there on the catch and run.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Lance to throw it. Flushed out right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance taking it in from 7 yards away. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
On 2nd and inches, Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He hits his target, Lockett. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Eluding the pressure right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
49ers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. And he returns this to the 22. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action, now it's Lance. And this one is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Powering his way forward. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll find Everett there, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
49ers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Jordan Brooks with it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
To throw again on second down. Wilson buying time to his left. Returning right back to Lockett. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Flush to his right. Touchdown! It's complete. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Sam Sloman for the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 28, 49-7. Michael Dixon.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Oh, what a catch by Samuel. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there for the Niners. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats. Look at this, 22.3 miles an hour was his top speed. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And now look at this. Big gain but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the foot. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance escaping the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Mostert. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the 49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you, because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. Carson the first down and more. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Wilson on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Seahawks. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers! Deebo Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. A final shot before half for Lance. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon in charge.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Room here to run. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
57 to mine. 57 to mine.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. Bulldozes past him. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. On 1st down, it's Carson. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. They run again with Carson. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. On 3rd down, Carson, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about it.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. L.J. Collier just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, it's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Flushed out right. And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. It's a run with Mostert. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
49ers, 29. Wisnowski to kick off San Francisco.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Flush to his right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 112 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point right down the middle, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
49ers 29. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Check 56. Let's put 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Lance now on 1st down. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. It's a run with Mostert. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 40. He gives it off to Carson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it. 70% or better 2 weeks in a row. You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West.
And this is caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Carson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Carson again. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now a toss play. It's Carson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They run for it with Carson. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's touchdown, but he's denied. And this 49er defense stands. Offense ready to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight beginning now, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back knee, and he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Now a play fake. Lance. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. On play action, Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way away.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, his 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Out for the PAT, here's Sloman. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Seahawks 63. 49ers 37. Michael Dixon to kick it off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at about the 1. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
Let's get that swagger, y'all. Let's get that swagger.
I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. From the 25 on 2nd down, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Flushed out right. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Sam Sloman now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
49ers 37. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Grant. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Working from the gun. Lance. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Twist. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Here's Lance to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Don't get nervous. 55.
Wilson wants to throw it. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. Oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. This is fielded at the 27. On the NFL scoreboard there in the fourth quarter in Philadelphia. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long when they throw the football. They're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make, and there's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, a win here in Week 18 means they'll finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, the loss means they finish with a mark of 10 wins and 7 losses. And it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this year's playoff picture. NBA sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting, an onside kick to start this thing. And they got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Play action. Now it's Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy. Take care of the football. We're on the road. You're a youngster. Let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Back to throw, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. He'll dump this off to Akers. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because
nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. Well, he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 29 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Now a throw here, hauled in.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just...
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Sebastian Joseph Day forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. After the sack on first down, Lance, he's got this one complete to Sherfield. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Throwing now is Lance, escaping the pressure right. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's fourth.
Brings up fourth down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And they'll go for it. Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 30 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So that a very nice-looking touchdown run.
And on his first carry of the game as well. And you remember, Brandon, we talked to him yesterday, and he thought he was going to have a big game. He thought everything aligned perfectly. He liked what the defense was presenting, and he really liked what he was getting from his blockers.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. That's caught. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it. Accurately, keeping it away from danger, a really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
Big stop, let's go.
Stafford. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
3rd and 1.
Here's Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting and said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Throwing again is Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Powers through him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. A big play there for L.A. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Stafford will come up, try to get his guys a 2-point conversion. Stafford's going to try and throw for him. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive,
Touchdown, 49ers! I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. With that mistake, they only need 1 yard.
and that could make all the difference, right? When you're talking about goal line play where inches count, move it up 1 entire yard, that could make all the difference for the guys trying to get the points.
And someone a little too eager to block this extra point. Henceforth, the flag. He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage or you're trying to time up a blitz.